What up, everybody? Hope you all are doing well. It's Andrew coming back at you with another episode of the Jaguar podcast. I'll be doing a quick game recap of the matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. So let's jump into it. Unfortunately, the Jags drop another one to the Broncos. They lose 21-17. Um, was a pretty sloppy game for the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence did not have a good game. He was 18 for 31, had one touchdown and two picks. Unfortunately, that last pick pretty much closed out the game. Terrible way to close out the game, but yeah, he was just inaccurate, all day. He did have like a first, good drive there in the first half. The first touchdown was to Evan Ingram, so that was a nice ball. But the rest of the day, he just was really bad accuracy wise. After that, I think Patterson would hit a field goal, um, and we would be up, I think, 10-0, and then the Broncos would score. I think Latavius Murray had a touchdown run in the second half. Melvin Gordon had one as well, and then Jerry Jeudy also had a touchdown run there. I believe it was in the first half. It was like a pitch. But yeah, the Jags aren't able to pull away with a win. ETN looked really well in this game. He had, I believe, what was it, 156 yards rushing. So he did a really good job and had one touchdown. So kudos to Travis Etienne. He's been playing really well this season, and the Jags need help with him because we don't have James Robinson anymore. So, but yeah, the Jags defense didn't look good either. Couldn't stop, Jerry Jeudy in the passing attack. Made Russell Wilson look good, who has not looked good over the past several weeks. But I'm really concerned about Trevor, man. Like he he threw a pick in the first half that pretty much looked identical to the one that he threw against the Texans. It was a in the end zone, pick. Nobody to throw to, and he just makes a bonehead decision and forces the ball. It's picked off. I believe I'm trying to think who. I think Simmons picked it off in the back of the end zone. But just a bad ball, bad decision making. All day he was just his accuracy was off. He couldn't hit 10-yard out routes, or slants. Couldn't connect with Marvin Jones Jr., I think, a couple of times, and you could just see the frustration in Marvin Jones, in his face. I think he's had enough of it, man. Trevor needs to fix these mechanical issues. So, I mean, everyone's saying that we need a, X wide receiver. And again, it's not going to help, even if you do have an X wide receiver, if you can't get the ball there. So when you're throwing picks, it's just a game killer. It just kills, that kills the momentum and the tempo and the energy for the team. And Trevor's got to clean it up, man. I'm not going to sit here and make excuses for him. I'm concerned, that I'm not seeing improvement here, by, what is it, week 8. So that's not a good thing. So I don't know, we're probably going to be drafting again, number 1 probably, or at least in have a top 3 pick in the first round of next year's draft. So I don't know, man. I think we should go for a quarterback like Hendon Hooker maybe, or CJ Stroud. Put the pressure on Trevor. I mean, I think he needs a little bit of it right now, because he's just not looking good, and that's the only way I feel like he's going to be able to, make those changes, or he's going to be motivated to make those changes. And his mechanics is, to have the pressure of a quarterback, coming back next year, drafted rookie quarterback that he's going to have to compete with, because I mean, we need changes, man. We need to be winning games right now, and the fact that we're throwing games away with all these turnovers is just not a good thing. So yeah, those are really my thoughts on this game. The season's kind of gotten away from us. It's kind of tough again to watch this football team. I don't have a lot of good things to say about the team, unfortunately. There are some bright moments. I did forget some things, defensively. I think Arden Key had a sack or had a sack with DeJuan Smoot. So that was pretty cool. I think Trayvon Walker had a sack as well. Tyson Campbell did have an interception in the beginning of the game. I failed to mention that. That was really awesome as well, man. The guy's I think he's rated one of the best corners in the NFL right now, which is a breath of fresh air because our defense and especially the secondary has not looked good. Trey Herndon got burnt in this game. Gave up a touchdown or a big play, I think, in the second half to, I believe it was, might have been Hamler, I think is his name, the Broncos wide receiver. It was not good. It gave up a big pass play, ton of yardage, and Trey Herndon's back to being Trey Herndon again. So we need help, man. We need help in the secondary. Our secondary does not look good outside of Tyson Campbell. Rayshawn Jenkins didn't look good in this game too. I just say put Daniel Thomas in there and let him get reps at this point. Because there's no point of not playing him, and he has definitely the ability to be a starter. He had a great play in this game as well too. There was a punt, I believe it was in the first half where it landed, I think, on the 1 yard line and Thomas, or 2 yard line or something, and Thomas fielded it there and pinned the Broncos back, and it didn't really matter because they drove the ball down the field, but it was a great special teams play. So kudos to him. But the Jags lose this game. Let me know how you feel about it. I'm kind of numb at this point. I think I feel like it's deja vu again of last year. The Jags are back to their old ways again. I don't know if I see another win in this schedule. Maybe we sneak by the Raiders. I'll be doing a game preview on that. But let me know how you feel. Leave me a comment on the YouTube video or podcast episode. Subscribe to the channel, guys, if you enjoy my work. And then if you enjoy this video, hit the like button as well. You guys stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy. Go Jags, and I'll see you next time.
Duval! What's up, everybody? It's Andrew from the Jaguar Podcast. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, there's more content over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as always. And remember, this is a podcast, so you can find this pretty much wherever you find podcasts. There I'll be doing interviews of current and former Jaguars players, including Joe Schobert, DeJuan Smoot, Shaq Quarterman, etc. And I also do interviews of former Jaguars players, including Natron Means, Jimmy Smith, Tom McManus, etc. So be sure to check out the podcast, subscribe to it, stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy, go Jags, and I'll see you next time.